Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon111, and welcome back to Rogue Legacy 2, where today I'm a bard with a katana and a comet form and gravity beam. That's a really good combination, except for the bard, like, not having great health, I think. What is that bard? Low health, great mana. So yeah, I should try to use my gravity beam some. I guess to warm up with this character, it's actually one of the few times it's been like a couple of days since I've played. Been enjoying this game so much, I typically play every day. Let's start in the Stygian Study. Get a little warmed up. And then we can try to push into Pishin Dry Lake. Unlock boss rooms and kind of go from there. Seems good. Alright, two-shotting a pretty healthy enemy in here. So there might be some guys I can one-shot, like you. Yes. Alright. Always feels good when I've got the katana. Let's not forget about the gravity beam, it's very useful. Alright, you guys also are two shots. That's fine. And if I crits, it seems to me my crits still not are a ton of damage. And I'm not good at critting with this weapon anyway. The way to crit with the katana is hit guys on the very edge. Which is not always easy. That was kind of fortunate. Oh, there's Doombus. Well, it died. Alright. Not bad. So yeah, I guess since we're here, I'm already feeling kind of warmed up. But I think it makes sense to try to find the room with the two rooms, one of which is likely to have an apple, so that I can increase my maximum health. So we'll kind of hang out in the Stygian for a bit. Try to do that and also earn a bunch of money. Because I do like the money. Can I shoot from here? Yes. Great. And I still haven't used my gravity beam. I like how the sentry, defentry, whatever it is, when it does its little explosion thing, it does like an excited hop off of the ground. Oops. Alright, once again, I gotta keep my eye out for the Doombus. I don't know that I've seen that room layout before. I think I just had an episode, 1 or 2 episodes ago, where I was also like, I don't know that I've seen this room before. I'm all of a sudden taking a bunch of damage. Let's be careful. This one I did see. Oh gosh, I still took damage from it. Alright, now would be a terrific time for a random chicken leg or pizza. So we'll see if I can be so lucky. There we go. I saw the Mimic. I saw the other Mimic. And how convenient. They both exploded down in the corner. Easy for me to pick up their loot. There's a real chest. Oh! And there's a Doombus. Okay, and that time I managed to play the Doombus better. So I guess for this room, I might have seen a variation of this room in a different biome or zone or something. I'm not sure. 25 monies per coin. There's a chicken leg. Alright, I'm not going back for that coin. At this point, like, I've lost so much money in foolish ways. I should really just focus on the big money and kind of generally just trying to play well. Hey, look, I found an apple. Great. Yeah, and not worry about little bits of money. Okay. I can get you Great. You guys as well. Oops. Ooh, okay. Got a little bit lucky with my hopping around like a madman there. But it all worked out. Alrighty. There's another chicken leg. Alright, everything's coming up chicken. I'm just kind of going willy-nilly around the Stygian. I don't have any kind of plan. If I see a new room that I haven't been in yet, I'm just kind of taking it. This room's usually worth it. I guess I could use Comet Form. I got a little bit confused by where I was versus where the enemies were there, because everybody's black when you're behind the wall. Leviathan Trinket. I don't remember what the Leviathan set was for. Oops. Let's avoid you for a minute. Alright, now you're on cooldown. You can pass on by without threat. There is a chest at the bottom of this. I can't tell if these Doombusses are coming to life. No. But you are. Well, you're not coming to life. You are in life. You're Blazok. There are Doombusses there, I think. I can skip them, it's fine. Yeah, at this point, I already found one apple in this zone. I'm gonna skip the Mimic, too. Oh boy. Well, killed him with retaliation. The enemies want to hurt me. I'd let him hurt me, and it killed him? Is that killing him with kindness? This is the room I really wanted to find. And we think this furniture never has anything, so let's not break it all. 210% resolve. Poison's pretty great. It's expensive, but it's pretty great. So I'm going to choose it. Alright, what else we got? Another apple, also pretty great. And from here, multiple exits. Okay, let's realize that I'm now lower on health. But let's also realize I can stand back and let the poison do its work in order to kill enemies if I want. Want. Mimic's not going to die to the poison, I don't think. So let's try to hit him again. There we go. Oh, wow. Does my magnesis really go that far? That seems like an awfully long way. Haha. Hey, it's a pizza. That was well timed, too. Since I was just down on health after eating the apple. Where is this taking me? Somewhere good. I was stuck in animation lock. I should have dashed out of the way. Swinging the katana, I saw that final fireball coming my way, and I was trying to move away from it, but I was stuck in animation lock from the katana, and so I didn't move, and felt like a dummy, and I should have dashed. Because there's always a way to avoid damage in this game. It says so in one of the tips that appears on screen after one of your characters die. And it might actually be true. Alright, you'll die of poison. You'll die of retaliation, apparently. And you will also die of poison. So let's stand and watch. And yeah, my magnesis works from pretty far away. That's fun. I like being able to stand not necessarily very close to the money and just have it come flying to me. Alright, there's a chest in the upper left. Might as well go after it. I saw the arrows coming my way. Thank you. Game that shows off-screen projectiles. Ouch! There are 3 of you up there. Wow, okay. That shows the location of off-screen projectiles coming towards you. With little arrows and... Arrows isn't really the right description. Whatever it does. It shows you when there's stuff coming. It's a good Off-screen bullet hell UI. Alright. Can't quite get you from there. Ouch. Ah. Alright, whatever. Alright, what's shooting me up here? It's really starting to get on my nerves. Oh! Well. Oh, I did it again. And I still haven't gotten the guy who's getting on my nerves. Where is he? He's over here somewhere. Also, he's gonna kill me if I'm not careful. Let's get that through the floor. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reset the room. Ouch. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to exit this room and never return. Sometimes you have to come up with a new plan when your original plan was just not working. An alternative plan would have been to play better, but we know that some plans are easier to execute than others. Okay. You did the correct attack that doesn't go through walls. Correct for me, anyway. And this is a room I have not been in. Imagine that. Alright, let's open. And then I didn't even need to run back. Could have just let my magnesis do the work. Okay. That worked out in my favor somehow. There is a chest up there. Let's go ahead and set this thing off. And then wait patiently for a finish. And then deal with all this stuff. Alright, I think I'll be going back up to that room over there. Yeah. So which room was it? The room right above me. Hey, Queen. Why did you fall down that way? Wasn't very nice. I'm not sure how I'm going to dodge all of these fireballs. And yet, somehow I've done it anyway. Destroy all targets. You've got a gravity beam. Can I fire it twice? No, I can only afford to fire it once. I can't spin kick. I imagine comet form can't hit things. So I don't see a way to do this. Yeah, I don't see a way to do this. So we'll just leave it behind. I think that's one that just is a skill check, and I don't have the appropriate skill. I'm back at 921 hit points. You remember this room that I said I'm not coming back to? I'm coming back to it. Oh boy. Are you dead yet? Now you are. Great. Okay. And neither of you were real. Well, you were background paintings as opposed to foreground doompasses, or whatever it is I'm trying to say. Have I been down here? Apparently not. Oh! Alright, well, that's one way that could have gone. It is morning when I'm recording this, and the sun is shining brightly through the blinds, so I'm getting a little bit of screen glare, and so I'm going to attribute a little bit of my inability to tell what is a doompus and what is a background painting to my screen glare, because as a gamer, you have to blame things other than yourself. Okay, let's teleport somewhere else. Let's do some Pishin Dry Lake. I'm definitely warmed up. I am at 738 hit points, however, so if I take, like... If I get down to 4 something, I think it will be appropriate to back off into Citadel Agartha and get some health back. Alright, I think that sounds reasonable. 4 something. Yikes. Okay, already down a bit. Already down a bit more. Don't dive into the magmas. Alright, there's a lot of bad stuff in here. One is not going to do it, so we'll do a second one. You're going to throw an axe at me, and it's going to be no good, so let's get you killed sooner. Oh, boy. I think it was better to hit that than to get hit by the explosion. Like, if I had a choice... I have a comet form. I didn't have to take damage either way. I could have hit the comet form button and become invincible. But did I do so? Nope. Okay, there's gonna be another explosion. I was ready for it. Alright, and you're gonna do that. I'm ready for that. Oh boy. Alright, but now you're on cooldown, which means I can get the chest, kill you, and we'll just exit the room rather than deal with that projectile. Okay, I have Comet Form. If you get in trouble, hit the Comet Form button, and then all will be good with the world. That's the plan. I can follow through here. Alright, we're actually in good shape again. Everything's fine. It's amazing what a chicken leg can do. Alright, and we are headed in the correct direction. Oh, you're a super dude. How super are you? You're just a fish. You're actually pretty super. I'm impressed. Unfortunately, kin trinket. Neat. We're getting some better equipment. Yeah, unfortunately for the fish, he was trapped in a corner where most of his attacks were just running into walls. So that was very not good for him. It was good for me. That's what's important. Apparently there's a skew bat of some sort up here. Oh no, it's a rib. And there was a walnut on the ceiling I didn't see. Now I see him. I am curious if I've done something wrong in order to not be wielding a sun lantern right now. Or if it's just you can't get the sun lantern in New Game Plus for some reason. That just seems weird to me. I'm not sure about that. Oh, walnut. I just saw you in the nick of time. Alright, we're gonna be greedy and get some furniture. I see the walnut. Alright. Blink, blank, whatever you are. Alright, now you're dead. Won't be blinking no more. Sure, let's check out what's over here. I like the spell that I have, so I choose not to. Oh, darn it, I didn't think you got that off. Alright, this room could kill me if I'm not careful. That might have been hyperbole. I was starting to say, I've been reading up to understand like armor and max armor block and some of that stuff a little bit better. And I think basically every point of armor could block a point of damage, and so if someone was going to hit you for 1,000, you had 300 points of armor, you'd only get hit for 700. But then there's also max armor block, which is a percentage, which starts off at 35, but we had some things where we could upgrade that, and so you could block more than 35% if you upgraded that. And so that's how those two stats, armor and max armor block, I think, actually factor in. It would be really interesting to me, and I may do it at some point. Oops. Perhaps on YouTube, perhaps on Twitch, perhaps just on my own. It would be interesting to me to just like play the game again from the beginning, knowing the layout of the manor and where all the upgrades are, and knowing kind of all the game mechanics that I didn't quite understand until, 80 hours into the game, and see like just how good of a job I could do kind of replaying this game, because I feel like I could do a bunch of things better. Also, just like my fingers have learned how to play the game too, like that also helps. But yeah, like trying to unlock the Ronin as soon as possible and gold game as soon as possible. Like, those things would be game changers for me. You will die to the poison, good. Who else is here? Silver Shield, not a problem. Mushroom, also not a problem. Another Silver Shield, still not a problem. Nobody's a problem. Even the Walnut, not a problem. And I think the dragon might be over here, or is this? No, this is just leading to a chest. Alright, I should have paid a little more attention to the minimap. But chests are good. It doesn't appear that there's a diving bell to take us back quickly, so we just have to retraverse this long room. I guess there's an exit down here, it's not so long. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think we gotta take Hector's helm. And let's see, I'm at 136% resolve, so I can still afford at least one more decent thing. And I don't know that I would swap out my talent in order to try to get a Blessing of Talent. Okay, so I need to use Comet Form here. Both for the speed increase and to open the door. Got it. More Magnesis. Alright. Probably never going to equip all the Magnesis rooms that I have. But they're fun. So, looks like left, left, down is the next place to go. Still have not found the dragon. Oh, wait. Alright, I tried to jump out of the room there, I thought. I don't know, maybe I just got hit before I hit the jump button. I really thought I jumped out in time. Alright, you just stay back there. Now I'll open the door. And I see the walnut over there. Ah, darn it. Oh boy. Alright, Pyrite. You've been dealt with summarily. I still haven't used my gravity beam. And this is a nice long room. Like, I should really consider that. Yeah, let's do it. It might hit a second guy. And if it doesn't, at least I'll have used it. Alright, let's do it again. Oh, I don't have enough mana for it. Right. I get 10 mana each time I hit a guy with the katana, it looks like. So let's see. It looks like down is the only direction to go from here. Oops, there was a piece of furniture and I want it. It had nothing. But now I know. Walnut, that time I saw you. Another walnut. Alright. I see the two guys coming out of the ground here. One of them's already out of the ground. Ouch! Get out of there. Alright, that's good. And here's the other one. Ouch. Alright, I'm still not super great at those guys. I've gotten better. But I'm still not good at predicting their movements. Like, I more just have kind of general reaction to the possible movements they might make. But figuring out what movement they are going to actually make. Oops. Still not my strong suit. And I'm sure they have some kind of tell when they're coming out of the ground, but I haven't quite seen it or figured it out. Alright, Silver Shield. Crescent Axe, or whatever you are. Ouch, I thought I was high enough to avoid damage there. Burning Axe is your name, apparently. It's funny, you're not on fire. Well, I guess you're on fire of your own volition. But I was gonna say you're on poison. On poison? Okay. Oops, okay. I accidentally swung the katana in diagonal when I was trying to swing straight across, and so I was worried the Mushboom would have time to attack me again before I killed it, but then everything worked out fine. So yeah, I like the katana in terms of its advantage, in terms of being able to hit in 6 directions. Its disadvantage is that every once in a while you'll accidentally hit in a direction you didn't mean to, and end up missing your target. Hey, look at this. We'll take it. Alright, this brings me down to 592, so I do need to be more careful again. Oh boy. You're super dangerous. Okay, gotcha. And that would just bring me back up to places I have been, so let's try going this way. Is this not really bringing me toward the dragon? It's just going towards a chest. Let's try this way that might bring me toward the dragon eventually. Puzzle challenge. I have Comet Form, so I can totally do this. Comet Form. Amplification Rune. Bend space-time to make things burn a little bit longer. Neat. If I didn't have Comet Form, I could dash from here to here. Yeah, let's actually do this. Okay. So it would be dash, spin... oops, I did it wrong. Dash, spin kick. How do I spin kick? Yeah, spin kick, dash. That's how you do it without using any special talents. So now I see how to do it. It's non-trivial because you only get one chance to spin kick off of the explosives. But yeah, spin kick is always the key to doing those challenges, it feels like. I did just lose a bunch of money, but I was trying to avoid damage, and so I'll take that trade-off. Right now. What are we looking at down here? Okay, it's safe to go down here. And also safe down here? Yeah, great. I didn't see the weed until it was almost too late. And let's just go ahead and trigger you now. So you'll be on cooldown for a bit. And you, ouch. Oh, I saw that you were a super explodey dude. Oh gosh, I am very close to death. And there's another dude here, okay. Is that cheese? Yes. Am I doing it? Absolutely. Okay. Welcome to Citadel Agartha, home of many chicken legs and pizzas. The only thing is finding them. Let's go get our finding skills on. If I were a chicken leg, I'd be hidden in some furniture. Or maybe dropped by a mob. This is not the best song I've ever made up on the spot. Doesn't really have a good rhythm or a good tune. But we're singing anyway, 'cause we're having fun playing a game. This will even be useful against Tubal. I think we gotta take it. It's so good. Alright. One of my favorite relics. It's definitely more a grind the castle kind of relic than a boss killer relic, but when the boss summons extra enemies, you can get 6 kills during the boss fight. It still has some value. Okay. So I still haven't built up my 6 kills to take advantage of it. Oh gosh. Alright, let's not die in Citadel Agartha like a dummy. How about that? Alright, you definitely need to go. And I think there's one other guy over in the corner who needs to go, maybe? Well, there's a bunch of guys who need to go. Your guy needs to go. Your guy needs to go. Look at this guy. He needs to go. I found the pattern. All the bad guys need to go. Also, I've charged up Koya's shield now, so I'm immune to the next form of damage. Did I clear everything in this room? Probably. Okay, the goal, again, are twofold. 1, get my health back up. 2, find the Apple of Destiny. That will give you more maximum health. And 3, profit. There's always 3 things. This is not helpful. This is just like the bottom portion of a trap room, but it's been like extended into this room. I don't know that I've ever seen that exact room layout. I'd seen like pieces of that room spread in other rooms, but that was like a bunch of rooms pasted together into one giant room. I don't know enough about this game's random castle terrain generator to know if it's all just set pieces that get randomly glued together, or... yeah, I don't really know how it works. They have enough room variety so that the randomness, like, it still feels like you're always in a different castle, even if you keep kind of seeing the same rooms, just stitched together in different ways. Alright, there's my Koya's shield. Let's get 6 kills again. But yeah, I don't know the details of how it's actually programmed. Ah, that was foolish. Alright, took a little bit of damage there. It's fine, though. We almost have our health back up to maximum. In fact, that's gonna do it. There's an extra chicken leg just for the, enjoying the taste. Okay, so in that case, let's go back to Pishin Dry Lake. And see what we can see. I don't have a good sense of the map to know if there were any ways at the beginning that I hadn't gone, so let's take a look. It could be that room over there, right, up left. So let's check that one out. Also, there may be still some things I've left behind in this room that the completionist in me wants to go after. Alright, that was probably it. Nope, there's still more up here. Alright. Okay. We killed more bad guys. We broke more furniture. Oops, we stepped on more spikes needlessly. So I think we've done all the things. So, what is to the left? Does this also climb upwards and bring me to more rooms where the dragon might be hiding? That's what I really want to know. Blank, are you the last guy in here? Okay, there are no walnuts on the ceiling, so I think I'm safe. And that was a dead end, and further to the right, I guess I want to go right down, down, down. So let's check that out. Oh boy, that was not the best way to do that. Can I go down through here? Yes, this is actually where I wanted to go. Hooray. And then downy lefty. And this is somewhere new. Great, just that easy. Let's go to the right rather than finish that room, because the dragon's always on the right edge of something. And can I hit you with my range while you're out of... Yeah. So if I stand just outside of where that guy shoots his fire, I'm kind of at the edge of the katana range, and so I can skill crit him. Alright, didn't know the walnuts were there. Now I do. Oh boy, I did not realize those guys were there, though. And they teleported to different locations, complicating my life just that extra little bit. Alright. I'm just kind of killing whatever I see. And it's mostly working out. Okay, Koya's shield did its job. And those guys are all going to go in the ceiling? Yes, so I don't even have to worry about it. And it looks like this will probably shortcut me back to the beginning of the room somewhere, where I might want to go. Alright, very good. Alright, and there's an exit over here, but there's a chest to the right. And I'm greedy, and I want the chest. So let's go get it. In the chest, we find money. Money's good. I should have realized the pirate was coming and not taking that damage. But for whatever reason, I did not. Alright. I didn't dash. I had my finger on the bumper, ready to press the dash, but I didn't quite get it off. Did I kill everybody over here? Yes, I want that. Gives me health. I want to dash to these. It does not take away health. Okay. If I were a dragon, where would I be? Well hidden, apparently. Right, I guess I need to keep remembering that in this thread, I chose to make the world 30% larger. I see you down here. Alright, there you go. Still haven't figured out exactly how to ensure that I coax him out of the ground. But I've gotten better at seeing him and better at reacting to him. I guess I said that already today. It's still true. Alright, is this a dragon? I think it is. No, this is this room. Okay. I don't need to break all this furniture right now. It might come in handy later, possibly. Oh, I got super crit. That's fun. And I got super lucky by not being in a position where I was going to take damage there. Here's the dragon. Okay. So we found our dragon, which means I can teleport here, back here now. Oh, I didn't want to go down here. This is just a trap room. Why would I do such a foolish thing? In that case, where do I want to go? We'll check out the room up here, just in case it wants to somehow grace me with a chest containing some new equipment. There goes my Koya's shield again. But I think, having already found our teleport to the boss fight, and that is where I'm at, right? I should have double-checked. I guess I can easily do that in a moment. Oh, gosh. But I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I fought Tubal recently, right? Once again, ouch. Alright, I need to do something here, I'm not sure what. Press better buttons, for one. Alright, let's Comet Form through those. That didn't destroy them. Oh, and you're Vengeful. Vengeful is like the worst one. Alright. I'm gonna be a pest, though. Ah, I didn't get that off either. And you're still gonna try to kill me. Oh gosh, you're almost gonna kill me. Oh gosh. Okay. That was possibly undeserved, but we're still alive. I got stubborn in that room, and I should have played differently, I think. But here's a new room in the Citadel. Let's try to make up for our previous transgressions. But yeah, I was starting to say, after not playing for a couple of days and watching someone else play, who was at a similar point, although admittedly in the original game rather than New Game Plus 2. But watching them fight Estuary Tubal, I was like, wait a minute, did I fight Estuary Tubal recently? Or was I just watching this guy fight him? And I still haven't gotten that far. Second guessing myself. Okay, despite taking a little bit of damage there, we're basically out of the danger zone. And so it should be really easy to clear out the castle, get our hit points back up. Double War Drum, wow. That would be 24% more damage, but it would cost me all of my health. Let's see, I have Comet Form right now, and I haven't been doing a good job of using it. Is there any trait I would want to use to pick up more Resolve instead? I don't think so. Comet Form is pretty great. There's no point in even looking at what's up there, right? Right. I just do not have the Resolve to spend. There's a weapon I definitely don't want. There's a talent that I do not want. Kind of just discussed all this. So, at this point, I think there's still a good chance that I could find at least one more Blessing of Life apple. Okay, I spent a bit of time running around the castle. I did not clear the entire thing, but I didn't see another apple. And I'm just ready to try fighting boss. So, let's see what we can do. Ouch. Alright, well, glad I had Oasis Shell to start things off. Alright, so you're gonna summon some friendly dudes. Friendly to you, not me. Okay, I killed one of them. And that'll help kill the others. And that would have been a good place to use Comet Form, but I didn't think of it in time. That also could be. Alright, I need to be off the ground here, I think. You do that, okay. Alright, I failed to dash. Alright, now you're gonna summon a little thingy to circle around you. Alright. And now you're gonna summon more friends. That felt pretty good, and I didn't manage to kill the friends. Alright, now things have gotten very bad all of a sudden. Extremely bad. And I'm dead. Darn. Like, I know the bard didn't have a ton of health, but I thought he was gonna last longer than that. I did at least rank up a couple of times to increase our spin kick damage. And I wasn't even paying attention to money, but we got close to 200,000 gold. But yeah, I thought that was gonna go better, but it was a bard. What you gonna do? Astromancer with a pizza and a knockout punch. I don't think will work. Boxer. Pretty good Ronin. It's a pretty good Ronin. Be a simple character. I could like totally build him up on my own I might choose that character. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to choose this character. We'll do some shopping. But I think before next time, I'll build this character up into something amazing, hopefully, and then go fight the boss. I can afford gold gain up, so I'm going to do it. And I did get some new equipment that I never looked at, but I'm not in the mood to look at it right now. So instead, I'm going to purchase strength up, because we always love strength. And apparently, you have something to say. Buongiorno. Yeah, learning new languages, hooray. I'm glad I chose to grace these docks with my presence. It's proven most insightful. Speaking of insights, here's how we're doing in the various classes. Assassin and Ranger and Dragonlancer and Pirate are all very low. Pirate and Dragonlancer would increase my armor rating too, which is something I think I really need. So that's worthy of consideration. And I still don't have anything new to do in here, I don't think, right? Oh, Ronan doesn't have points in spreading poison. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna do this before we finish up today. What do we have? Yeah. Sure, we'll try to stay above. Okay. Over here, no thanks. And 75 every 6th hit. I'll do every 6th hit. That could be good. And finally, oh, Poison Cloud, yes. Great. Okay. Could totally win this. This is not the fight I was thinking it was, so I feel a little bit silly about that. Oops. Alright. Oh, the Poison Cloud gets rid of those projectiles. That's really nice. And I have a Kotesugu I should maybe use at some point. Ouch. Like now. Okay, so I was in a good spot there. Ouch. Oh, did I really just die? I really just died. I don't believe it. We're doing that again. This time I'm gonna win. Spreading poison. Okay, and I have poison as a spell. So in that case, Catalyst is really good, and I can just deal more damage after I've set them on poison with my spell. Kind of stacked multiple poison without thinking about it in that previous one. This could work. Yeah, this would actually work, okay. Since there's 3 of them. I don't know the third one's name. Ooh, Twin Catalyst. I think we'll take this. Alright, just make sure I poison them before I start hitting them. And then we're gonna deal so much damage, it's gonna be amazing. Okay, poison first. Attack later. Alright, great. Turns out it works. Great. Oops, I missed the poison. Yeah. Triple Catalyst stacked on top of poison. I was super good. Oh, I forgot that Murmur's in here. Right, okay, there's chicken leg. I want that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, dashy, poisony. How am I supposed to avoid damage in this? There's too many projectiles in here. I disagree. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know how to avoid... There's too much of a bullet hell going on here. I killed one of them, apparently. And now I killed the other one, I guess. Now there's more? Really? You can hit me with more? I don't have mana, apparently. Alright, now I do. Oh, boy! Darn it, you can aim! I thought you were like a normal spear person who always throws a javelin sideways. Darn, darn, darn. Okay, well, I learned more about that fight, but apparently I'm still not good enough to do it, so we're gonna need some more empathies, perhaps. Okay, yeah, this should be a straightforward character to build up into something amazing, hopefully. So I'm gonna try to do that for next time. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Rogue Legacy 2. For now, bye-bye.